just became an uncle. It reminded me, you got to be careful what you name people. Names, one letter the other way could change someone's whole life. Do you know what I mean? I went to a friend's barbecue, and he's one of those guys I'm having a barbecue, and all he does is work the grill. So he's the only one at this party that I knew. So I go to my friend, I go, hey, dude, I don't know anybody inside. Is there anybody else coming that I might know or be able to hang out with? And he goes, I don't think anybody you know. Only 2 more guys are supposed to show up. And I go, well, who are they? And the first one he goes, my old college roommate, Danny, is going to be here. And I never met this guy, and I immediately judged a grown man named Danny in my head, right? Immediately, I'm like, Danny sounds like a guy, wears a clean flannel tucked into pressed Wranglers, has nice clean work boots, drives a brand new Chevy Silverado, has a beautiful wife, twin daughters, owns a roofing business, right? Danny helps plow your driveway. He gets your mail when you're out of town. He picks your kids up when you're running late. Danny is a solid guy, right? I go, well, who's the other guy coming? He goes, well, the other guy is my old neighbor, Donny. And I said, fuck Donny. Donny sounds like he owes me $80. Donny tried to finger my sister in high school. Donny wears transition lenses. He's allergic to sleeves. He has a rat tail on, ironically, and he smokes his Reds past the filter, okay? Donny is a walking human tire fire, all right? But then I was like, no, don't do that. You don't know these guys. That's not fair. And, like 20 minutes later, I look out my friend's window, and into his driveway, I see a truck. A brand new Chevy Silverado pulls in. So I'm like, ooh, I gotta check this out. So I go outside. Guy pops out of the cab. Clean flannel, pressed Wranglers, nice new work boots. He's like, how you doing? My name's Danny. That's my beautiful wife. Here's a picture of my twin daughters. That's my brand new truck. I own a roofing business. I brought a 30-pack. Where should I put it? So Danny brings beer to a party that already has beer, and he's distributing it among everyone. So if you've ever asked yourself the question, what would Jesus do? That is the answer, okay? Danny is a Jesus. That's it, plain and simple, right? This guy is a hero, And look, I rent, but maybe I got roofing questions, right? So I sidle up next to this guy and hang out with him and his hot wife. Because Danny's also accepting of awkward people like myself, right? A couple minutes go by, I look over his shoulder, out the window again, into my friend's driveway. This time, pulls a 1980 Ford Granada, covered in Bondo, I guess, and what I can only describe as like an axe wound in the trunk. And then it's got a huge dick spray painted on the side of it. And not like a cool airbrushed cock or whatever, like, ooh, that's graphic. Nope, just the outline, black spray paint outline of a dick and balls on the side of the car. So I go out there, I'm like, what is going on? And he pops out of the car, announces himself third person, right? He's like, fucking Donny's here. Everybody at the party says the exact same thing, only angry and under their breath. They're like, oh, fucking Donny's here, this fucking piece of shit. And everyone's sort of like kind of gathered around, and they're like, it's sort of obvious no one wants Donny there, But before anyone can really ask any questions, out of the other side of Donny's car pops a child. A little fat redheaded kid runs around and stands next to Donny. Now, Donny is not married, no girlfriend, no prospects. Donny probably shouldn't be around kids. This is a little unsettling, right? Where did this kid come from? Finally, someone goes, hey, Donny, what's with the kid? And I don't know, like, if you're all from the city or whatever. I'm from a smaller town in the burbs. I don't know if you've ever met anyone like this, but I definitely have. Have you ever met anyone who's so white trash that they're 45, but they somehow have an uncle who's 9? Has anyone ever seen? Donny was like, this is my Uncle Henry. We're like, what? How do you have a 9-year-old uncle, Donny? He was like, well, my sister. I was like, never mind. I don't want to know. But then I went home the party went fine, right? Donny was mildly annoying. Uncle Henry played in the sandbox. Everybody was fine. But then I went home that night and I started thinking, I said to myself again, I was like, you should stop judging people based on their name. That's really some rude shit. But then the other part of my brain was like, actually, you nailed it 100%. So, I don't know, maybe go into business or something. I have no idea. But I started just really trying to break it down, and like I just kind of see all the time that like in society, especially nowadays, where everyone's trying to pigeonhole everyone else. We're trying to put up these kind of man-made barriers between every single group of people. Like, this is your religion, this is your sexuality, this is your politics. Oh, you're all in different groups. When really that's kind of nonsensical. Do you know what I mean? Because we're all it's the human race. We're all human beings on a planet, literally hurling through space. Okay, it's a miracle that any of us are here. So to put up these divisions and then say, oh, I can't be friends with this person because they're not the same as me, it's a little bit crazy. You can't help what you're named. You know, you can't help when you're named Donny. I had a guy yell out in the middle of the show once, he's like, my name is Donny. And I was like, yeah, of course it is, dude. You're an idiot who yells out in the middle of a show. You're not helping your case. But the idea that like with all these pigeonholes are going on, I just feel like if you just cut the world in half, there are really only two types of people on this planet. The whole planet, there's only two types of people. There are the Dannys, and then there are the fucking Donnies. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can make that decision. You can get up every day. You can do something helpful. You can go to work. You can make some money. You can love your family. You can be there for people. You can have good friends. Or you could be a Donny. You know what I mean? You could walk around, get in the way, probably drown in the shower, not use your turn signal, cut people off, forget how to merge, whatever stupid shit. Like, it's all Donny behavior. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, times change. You can't, like, Danny is what people should be aspiring to. And I understand sometimes it takes a right turn there and you become a Donny through whatever problems of your own. But you can work your way back, you know what I mean? I would tell kids today, like, well, don't, you want to be a Danny. That's the thing, I mean, Donny, I guess you could be president. That's about it if you're going to be a Donny. I don't know what else. And you can all unpucker your buttholes, because that's the only political thing I'm going to say all night.